you've been here, actually right now you're the longest one, and actually October of the 2006 you started. 15 years you've been here. Then how you motivate yourself, your age is not young spring chicken anymore. Then what really motivated to continue training after 60 plus a year of your age?
Yes, sir. Sir, you motivate me. I'm amazed that at 81 years old you are as active and as an 18-year-old, and it is a true inspiration. And I see elderly people walking with canes and barely able to move, and I don't want to be that person. And it's just as you just said a few minutes ago, that you don't want to essentially wither away. You want to save your strength, and in order to do that, you have to continuously train and improve. And that really motivates me. The other thing is that aside from the physical exercise, I really do appreciate that, like at this very moment, we are talking about meaning in life ultimately, and you know, it's not often that we get a chance to stop, unless we're in church or in a religious way, but just to talk about meaning in life and finding meaning and appreciating meaning in a non-secular way is inspiring, and it's good to, I think, give pause and just think about why you do certain things and what motivates you in life, and etc. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Next, please. You okay?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. How do you motivate yourself? You've been here very long time also.
Mm-hmm.
You've been here 14 years at March of '07.
Right.
And then how you motivate yourself continue pushing, especially lady, not that many ladies stay with it, but what you be motivated by the doing, continue pushing it?
I think I was very impressed. I had a condo when so maybe should I? Okay. We live really close by the Dow Jones, and so I passed the Dow Jones many times, but it's on the second floor. So one time I just decided walking, and then I met with you, and I was very impressed because I see all the pictures on the wall, outside. And then at that time, I just wanted to have something that I can do physically, and then when I start with the white belt. And I was very attracted to the martial art, the physical part. But then when the time goes by, I get to know Grandmaster, I get to know the history, and I get to know the people in Dow Jones. I was just taken away by the spiritual aspect of this martial art. And then Grandmaster Maris always tell us Taekwondo is a way of life. You can be a champion of sport one day, but we want to be a champion of our whole life. So with that, I feel I'm very motivated to learn, and I want to be the best of everything. And I have Grandmaster as my model, right? And as Brian pointed out, you are 81 years old, but nobody can tell you're 81 years old. And I just feel so incredibly lucky. Like I have a living example in front of me. Then every day I just feel like I'm full of energy. I want to move forward, and I have been through tremendous life challenges. Like I have aneurysm and things like that, and car accident, But I was very lucky because I have the benefits of Taekwondo training, so my body condition is very good. But I also had the mental strength that I feel like I can power through every challenge I have. And then, when I was doing something, and then Rick and I, we always tell each other, Taekwondo, Taekwondo, then we can do it. So I think it's very easy to motivate myself because I have the great example and because the Taekwondo benefits for me is every day. Every day is there for me, and I will be full not to continue. So it's simple for me. Yes.
Thank you. Sit down, please. Next, please.
Sure.
Deep inhale, exhale, relax. Can you explain about the Taekwondo, not generally to me or any just overall of the members?
Sure. I think that Taekwondo has been a great inspiration for me as a discipline, a mental discipline, a physical discipline, as a way of life, as a metaphor for living. I think of all the principles, I would say that perseverance and indomitable spirit speak to me the most. That, as you mentioned, we're not young, and I know that my physical capacities are past their peak, and yet I don't feel intimidated. I don't feel like anything is beyond me. I don't feel like I have to shy away from any challenge. That if I set my mind to it, if I'm determined, if I train rigorously, if I have a good positive mind set, then I will get there, and I believe that Taekwondo has helped to teach me that. I also feel like we're kind of a community or a family, and we support each other and we care for each other, and this is very different than just the sport or just working out at the gym.
Thank you. Dean or Yushin?
Sure. So inspired by Dr. Zunin, I did a little bit of research about Kim Yushin and learned quite a bit about his background and his history. He was a member of the Hwarang youth group. He became a Hwarang warrior by the time he was 18 years old. He was himself from a noble family and got many opportunities to prove himself on the battlefield, and eventually became a general and became entrusted with greater and greater responsibilities and had many victories. A couple that were really of note were his battle against Gebek in 660 AD, where of course we memorialized Gebek's courage as well. Yushin had a much bigger army and defeated Gebek, but maybe even more impressive than that is in addition to his military prowess, his status as a statesman and a negotiator. He arranged to have the help of the Tang dynasty to help defeat Goguryeo, and then once the three kingdoms were united with the help of the Tang dynasty, pushed the Tang back out of Korea, and so Korea really was its own country. So a very impressive role model. Sir.
Thank you. Good, sit down. Overall of the individually expressed what the benefit or how you motivated your life with the Taekwondo. Generally, I'm really appreciative of the individually who testing today. Especially over 60 physically, even myself, training all the time, this is my profession. Different than your student level of my responsibility or my involvement of Taekwondo. And I'm very proud of every student in here to accomplish whatever up to this time of your life. And especially I'm very fond of Dr. Chen, even Dr. Kazman, Mr. Menelope, Dr. Julian, all these people, they accomplish in their life already and profession as a top level of the day educator and accomplished what they choose and feel to help others. That's not only just Taekwondo itself doing it, but they have responsibility over that as a professor, as a doctor, many of them they involved with the society. then I like to be young juniors in here. Someday you be taking over the my role, and you be taking over the doctors, professors, all this kind of people in profession to help society. Then you can see that many of them, we got benefit out of one genius person who invented electricity, light, millions of people benefit. We invented computer, millions of people have benefited. Same thing is, we are individually one person, but that one person, maybe two person maybe there. Just one drop of water will make it a river. That's why one individual is very important. Don't think, I don't do this, that's okay. Don't look at it that kind of way. Someday you never know, you be influence many millions of people around the world. Yeah, Stephen Jobs never thought maybe he can make it a millions of people change their life. Even Elon Musk, he never will be thinking, say, and I will make an electric car to be doing. That's only one individual thinking. Yeah, now they're doing an X, doing a Sky, and all this kind of things happening. One individual person changed the life of millions of people can be benefit, and we can live a little bit more over the life easier. That's why always thinking individually, you as a one person is very important. And also, especially juniors, they like this is a very good education time of the day. Benefit than any thousands of dollars over you earning. You be mentally benefit out of this type of the talking, this type of testing. Is much more, especially youngsters can be influenced by, motivated by seniors, members with the accomplishment, achievements. Then physical things, yes. No way that you can be, after 25, you going to decrease. Doesn't matter who they are. They say I'm better than 20s, 30s. No way that you can be 60, 70, you say you're better than 20s, 30s. That's a lie. That's humanly impossible because of our body not made it to that way. That's why you don't have to look at it as, wow, he can do all that fancy kicks. Athletes is the same, all they're doing that, but people who training longer, they're mentally much more stronger, more knowledgeable, more can be helping you to become your peak. That's what the juniors can look at it. High, but how come he can't do it? He's doing it high degree, but he living the life much higher. If he was 18, 20 as you, then they will do exactly the same. That's why do not look at it only physical parts. That's why we have all the follow the meanings. What good is you reading that there's a meaningful pattern? You look at it, what they accomplish, they influence, just like in modern days, people help millions of people. Same as the Korean history, all of the generals who invented this letters, all these kings, that we just look at it as one that individual accomplishment to influence by millions of people. That's what we're talking about. That's why you're reading it, what they accomplished. I can be a little bit related to those kind of things. Even small way, you don't have to be thinking big way. Everybody, if you look at it that way, you get the more benefit than you can able to more motivate it. Even I ask it time to time, come try to help a little bit of your time, effort to children's class or beginner's class or one individual person. You as a one to just a little help, that give you also your knowledge share with others. One of the most honorable thing is teaching other, influence other to make a better life. Even you do one those little minor things, change that person's life. That's why I like you to be is when you hit this kind of level, you can able to service that at least your back of mind in that, then you're gonna be a little bit more enjoying. Everybody understand that?
Sir.
Good. Now everybody stand up.
Sir.
Good. Quick, going in there, put the sparring gear on, then return it. Then we can do that, and we can do breaking, then we can finish next
Sure.
hour or so.
Sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.